Ever wondered where the world's wealthiest people invest their money? How does it compare to where you or the average investor might put their hard-earned cash? The world of investment is a complex landscape, filled with varied opportunities and challenges. And while all investors share the same fundamental goal, to grow their wealth, the strategies they employ can be vastly different. It's a game where the stakes are high, and the players range from the average Joe to the ultra-wealthy. For the average investor, their portfolio is often a mix of stocks, bonds, and maybe a sprinkle of real estate and mutual funds. The driving force behind their investment decisions? A balance of risk and reward with a good dose of patience thrown in. They're looking for steady growth over the long term and a chance to build a comfortable nest egg for the future. Now, let's delve into the investment strategies of the world's wealthiest 1%. What are they doing differently? Peering into the world of the ultra-wealthy, we find a landscape of investments that may seem alien to the average investor. Instead of putting their money in publicly traded equities or cryptocurrencies, the ultra-wealthy favor a different set of assets. Real estate is a cornerstone of their portfolios. Why? It's tangible, stable, and provides a consistent income stream. They're not just buying any property though. High-value commercial properties, luxury residential estates, and even entire islands make up their real estate portfolios. These are assets that not only appreciate over time, but also provide a hedge against inflation. Family offices play a significant role. These are private wealth management advisory firms that serve ultra-high net worth investors. They offer a highly personalized service focusing on everything from investment management to estate planning. With a family office, the ultra-wealthy gain access to exclusive investment opportunities not available to the average investor, enabling them to further diversify their portfolios. They're big on alternative investments such as private credit and venture capital. Private credit involves lending to companies outside of traditional banking systems, often yielding higher returns. Venture capital, on the other hand, is all about investing in startups and small enterprises with high growth potential. Both these avenues are risky, but they can lead to substantial returns, something the ultra-wealthy can afford to chase. Why do they prefer these investments? The answer is twofold. Firstly, these investments provide stability and predictability crucial for preserving their wealth. Secondly, they offer exclusivity and potential for significant returns, key for growing their fortunes. Clear that the ultra-wealthy play a different game when it comes to investing. Interestingly, the ultra-wealthy tend to avoid what many of us consider to be traditional investments. Why might that be? Indeed, it's a question that has puzzled many. Why would the world's richest not invest in publicly traded equities or the buzzing world of cryptocurrencies? Well, it's all about the risk. Publicly traded equities, for instance, are subject to a wide range of unpredictable market forces. The stock market can be a roller coaster ride, soaring one day and plummeting the next. While it's true that this volatility can lead to high returns, it also comes with a significant level of risk. And when you're dealing with the kind of wealth that these individuals possess, even a minor fluctuation can translate into millions of dollars. Then there's the world of cryptocurrencies, a realm of investment that's even more volatile and unpredictable. Sure, we've all heard the stories of people becoming overnight millionaires due to a sudden surge in the value of a certain cryptocurrency. But for every success story, there are countless tales of individuals who've seen their investments evaporate practically overnight. The ultra-wealthy tend to steer clear of such high-risk ventures. Instead, they focus on investments that offer a greater degree of stability and exclusivity. Real estate, for instance, especially in prime locations, tends to retain its value over time. Similarly, family offices and alternative investments like private credit and venture capital offer opportunities to invest in exclusive ventures that aren't subject to the whims of the broader market. So, while it might be tempting to follow the latest investment trends, it's worth keeping in mind that the world's wealthiest individuals have a very different approach. They prioritize stability over short-term gains and exclusivity over popularity. Stability and exclusivity seem to be the name of the game for the world's wealthiest investors. So, how do the ultra-wealthy use these investment strategies to preserve and grow their wealth? Well, the secret lies not in the accumulation of wealth, but in its preservation and growth. While many of us might be captivated by the allure of quick, high-risk returns, the ultra-wealthy adopt a different approach. They prioritize stability and exclusivity in their investments. Stability is key in their investment strategy. The ultra-wealthy understand that preserving wealth is just as important as creating it. Hence, they often lean towards investments that offer steady returns over a longer period. Real estate, for instance, is a classic example of a stable asset. The value of real estate typically appreciates over time, providing a reliable return on investment. But it's not just about stability. The ultra-wealthy also seek out exclusive assets, those that are not readily available to the average investor. This includes investments like private credit, which involves lending to companies outside of traditional banking systems, and venture capital, which involves investing in startups and small businesses with high growth potential. These exclusive assets often have higher barriers to entry, which means less competition and potentially higher returns. In addition to stability and exclusivity, the ultra-wealthy also tend to diversify their investments. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. Instead, they spread their wealth across a variety of assets, which helps to mitigate risk and ensure a steady flow of returns. And let's not forget about the role of family offices. These private wealth management advisory firms are dedicated to managing the fortunes of the ultra-wealthy. They offer a comprehensive approach to wealth management, encompassing everything from investment strategy and estate planning to philanthropy and succession planning. This holistic approach ensures that all aspects of wealth preservation and growth are taken care of. In the end, it's not just about making money, but also about keeping it. What can we, as average investors, learn from the investment strategies of the ultra-wealthy? Well, the strategies of the ultra-wealthy may seem a world away from those of us with more modest portfolios. However, there are lessons to be gleaned from their approach that can inform our own investment decisions. One key takeaway is the emphasis on diversification. The ultra-wealthy don't put all their eggs in one basket. They spread their wealth across a variety of asset classes, from real estate to venture capital. This helps to mitigate risk. Now, while we may not have the resources to buy a skyscraper or fund a startup, we can still apply the principle of diversification. This could mean investing in a mix of stocks, bonds, and perhaps a small rental property or a stake in a local business. Another lesson is the focus on preserving wealth. The ultra-wealthy are less interested in quick wins and more concerned with maintaining their fortunes over the long term. This might mean investing in stable, reliable assets rather than chasing the latest hot trend. For us, it might mean prioritizing retirement savings or investing in blue-chip stocks that have a history of steady growth. Finally, the ultra-wealthy understand that investing is not a solo journey. They often rely on experts to help guide their decisions. This doesn't mean we should all rush out and hire a financial advisor. However, it does highlight the importance of education and learning from those with more experience. This could mean reading up on investment strategies, attending workshops, or simply talking to those in our circles who have had success with investing. Remember, the goal is not to replicate the strategies of the ultra-wealthy, but to take inspiration from them. Our financial situations and goals are likely very different. However, by understanding how the ultra-wealthy invest, we can gain insights that help us make smarter decisions with our own money. While we may not have billions to invest, understanding the strategies of the ultra-wealthy can still provide valuable insights for our own investment journeys. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.